I'm Paul Aziz Zarou, the author of Arab Boy Delivered, a novel. It's a Palestinian-American coming-of-age story. But first, I want to thank Susan Nasser and Moraine Valley Community College for including me in the Arab Heritage Month collection. In my writing, I enjoy exploring both the social and the political landscapes of the past and the timeless complexities of family dynamics. I wanted to tell a story of a young man going through his adolescence, which by itself has challenges. Layer that with being a child of immigrants, and you have additional challenges. But add to that being a child of Palestinian immigrants right after the 1967 Israeli-Palestinian War, and then you have another dimension of conflict that's in this young man's life. Having a passion for my family's culture, I thought it was a story worth telling. And while I did draw from my own experience, it is fiction. But it was a journey getting here. It took over 15 years to find a publisher. And while it's hard enough to get a novel published, it may have been related to the Palestinian-American narrative of my story. It is nice to see more of our stories being told. Along the way, an excerpt of Arab Boy Delivered was published in the 2016 spring edition of Mizna, an Arab and Swana literary magazine. And for that, I'm grateful. A little bit about my novel. The family is living the American dream. They buy a corner grocery in New York City. And as Michael Haddad, the young man in this story, maneuvers through the working class neighborhood, delivering groceries, he enters the homes and lives of his customers. He's confronted by the violence of racist bullies and falls for the radical college student who came back home to take care of her ill mom. She opens his eyes to another way of looking at the world, teaches him about sex and love and protest. Michael also grieves with a mother whose only son died in the Vietnam War, and he is embraced by the first Black couple who move into the neighborhood. They all shape him, and through the conflict of hate, acts of kindness, and his sexual awakening, Michael still struggles to define his identity. But when he experiences a sudden tragic loss, he must learn to get past his fears, come to terms with his heritage, and set himself free. Thank you.